Kinjaz, Konvos.
Welcome to Kinja's Konvos! We're back, brought to you by Kinjabang Noodles.
Hey, what's Kinjabang Noodles?
Oh man, it is an exciting time for us. We're super excited to finally and officially announce that we have created our first ever food product, Kinjabang Noodles. 100% plant-based, air-fried, never dried, no preservatives, bomb.com. Not really bomb.com, it's more like kinjabangnoodles.com, but that's like a phrase, it's like hip-hop.
And we know what you might be thinking. You're thinking, Kinjas? Noodles? That's kind of random. But, to learn about this story goes way back. I'm talking like before Kinja's way back, like 2007 way back. It all started when we were third years in college, back at UCI. We used to live together, we were dancing, and I was approached by a streetwear brand called Collusive. You guys remember that brand? Like every dancer used to wear it. Like, I'm talking every dancer. Every single one of your favorite dancers.
Hey, this is B-Girl Val Pal with
B-Boy Villain.
and we both wanted to give a shout out to Collusive.
Hey, what's up? This is Sean Evaristo. I just wanted to give a shout out to Collusive Clothing. Y'all represent.
Gently Boreotics, repping Culture Shock LA, Funny Bones Crew. Thank you for everybody voting for us. Appreciate it.
Yo, what's up? This is Fang from Quest Crew. I want to give a shout out to my boys from Collusive Clothing. Woo! Collusive. Yo, what's cracking? This your boy B-Tech, Jabberwocky's crew. Yo, this your boy Fee from the Jabberwocky's crew. Out to Collusive Clothing.
Twitch was wearing it, Pac-Man was wearing it,
Lyle, Sean, there was an
Tony
ML
Marley.
collab.
50 Cent was wearing it, he's our favorite dancer, 50 Cent was wearing it.
We threw a show with them called Encore. It's the first time the word Kinjas became Kinjas.
That's right.
With Collusive. So over the years, we ended up getting really close with the founder of Collusive, who is a very important character in the story of Kinjabang Noodles. So we thought we should bring him on here to chat about it. Alex!
What up, guys?
What's up, dude?
Yo.
So, this is Alex,
Okay.
Collusive founder, OG homie from back in the days, and partner on Kinjabang Noodles.
And I think it's also really important to reference that you have a little brother that we call Birdie Bird.
Yes.
And
all
he's
day.
a close friend of ours back
Yes,
in college. And
yes.
that's how we really got connected and got to know you.
Yes.
Mike had mentioned it. I got a chance to work for you and stuff like that too. But this whole journey, since it's been an over 10-year journey, so it's just really, really dope to have you out here and to start on this new adventure with you, man.
Well, man, dude, thank you for having me again, man. It's good to be back. You know what I'm saying? A big shout out to Birdie Bird, my little brother. His name's Albert, by the way, for people who don't know. But anyways, it's good to see you guys, man.
Good to see you too,
How
man.
you guys been? Everything's good?
Everything's good. Let's talk about this journey. Nobody actually gives a how we're doing. Let's just talk about the noodles.
We thought it'd be cool to bring you on here because we want to talk about this timeline of Kinjabang Noodles, right?
Okay.
So we start in college when we're dancing. You're sponsoring us at the time.
Yep.
And then after Collusive, we kind of went on our separate ways. We
Yep.
stayed homies, but we were going full time with Kinjas. We were traveling internationally, teaching around the world. What were you doing during that time?
Man, I'm always building, man. I think growing up, man, I've always wanted to be a serial entrepreneur, right? Just building businesses all day, but primarily my biggest focus was to be in the food industry. And I think that starting the clothing business was my first opportunity to really learn about business, how to be an entrepreneur, how to build something from nothing and from the whole concept to completion kind of thing. But I think, my whole life, I've always wanted to be in the food industry, man. So I got in the food industry. But that being said, I'm a huge foodie, and I love to eat, and I love to eat every day, all the time, and gained a lot of weight, and I think that just eating unhealthy stuff, man, and I just told myself, well, how do I make things that we eat growing up, and just to make it healthy? And then now primarily I'm, obviously super plant-based and just trying to get into that world, and that's where I'm at right now, just creating food products, my guy.
That's so freaking dope, man. And I feel like, while this was happening, we
Yeah.
were building Kinjaz, and on this timeline, I don't know if Chad, you can edit in like a timeline thing right now. You'd be like, Poochie Poochie Poo, 2007, 2010, and I would say like 2016 is when we all reconnected.
Yeah.
And at that time, in our collusive days actually, we had all talked about doing something together, right? And we all said, yo, we gotta work on another project together, and we had all sorts of crazy dreams. But I think what we didn't realize at the time is we all had a natural inclination for food. And I know that's like, everybody loves food, but we are one of those people. And if you know us, you know that we love ramen. You know, I love ramen. You know, Anthony loves pho.
Loves ramen. He does, and he loves pho. I can definitely concur.
I love raw men.
I mean, that was
Let's,
kind of my thing.
let's talk about how we even got to that idea. Like, where were we when that idea manifested? Where we're like, man, we got to make some noodles. Where were we?
We were in Arts District, so we all linked up. We were eating at Incognito.
Oh,
the night
yes.
started at Incognito.
Yes,
That's
good
right.
times. Good times.
And we had known that like this idea was overdue. Where like when you were gonna do something in food, Alex let us know that he was going off in the food industry, and we're like, yo, that's always been one of our dreams. Let's brainstorm tonight. So we met up, we're chatting, we're kind of having some flow, but after Incognito,
Had a few drinks.
and then
a lot of drinks, just to rephrase that.
so we walked over to a bar, and we were sitting outside by our fireplace, and we were discussing Asian food. And we were in the realm of Asian food when...
Man, it's crazy because I remember that so vividly, man. And I think that because I think specifically even going back to that, we've been talking about this for ages, man. We've been talking this like since honestly day one, thinking about how we could do some stuff together. I know we work together, in the fashion brand, but I think all of us, we just want to do something that was organic, right? And I think to be honest, the conversation was so organic. I remember we're talking about, yo, man, I love noodles. You love noodles. We all love noodles. I'm in the food business, especially. Then I stopped. And I was like, wait a minute, what happens if we create a plant-based noodle company together, right?
And that was a jaw-dropping moment.
And it was like, definitely we all had the aha moment, right? We all sat there, we were quiet, no joke, for at least a couple minutes. We looked at each other and we're like, yo, we got to do this no matter what, right? Yeah. We stopped and we looked at each other and I was like, look, you got my word. I'm gonna go back to my team. I'm about to build some crazy stuff, bring it to y'all. If you guys like it, then let's just do this. And I think it was just like that. Honestly, it was just as organic as that can be, right? Yeah. And I think that, for us, obviously, we grew up eating instant noodles our whole life, right? And it was just something that we loved, especially being college kids who didn't have that much money. And I think that it was such an exciting time because understanding how bad it can be, I was like, how do we basically make something for everybody to have, not just for college kids, for your parents?
Yeah, I think that's super important to touch on because I'm sure people are experiencing, people who are in college, people are physically in college. We came from a time frame, right, where when everything was like, you had no money, you know what I mean? You were using your school loans and stuff like that in order to like you buy books, but realistically just like live your best life in college and stuff. Yeah. And anytime that, being a broke college student was just a normal thing, every single time we would just go back to the kitchen and like the amount of instant noodles or ramen that we would always make and the variations that we would do in college too, right? We're just so poor, so you just take anything that you had in your fridge. It doesn't matter if it's like leftover like chicken from a different meal to like sausages here, a piece of cheese. We threw anything in noodles at that time, and that was just
spam,
like,
cheese, egg,
for sure.
Kimchi, woo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So just being like poor Asian college connoisseurs of noodles was like a culture that I feel like not just us, but like a lot of like, particularly Asian people experience during that time frame in their life. So I think it was really natural. And that aha moment kind of stems from some of our own like history with noodles specifically,
For sure. And I think the difficult thing too is that, we want people to know for sure that we wanted to make something very affordable as well. I mean, our stuff is very, very high-end product. I mean, the quality it's A1, right? And I think that's something that I'm extremely proud of, and I think we're all very proud of as well too, is because the fact that the quality is so great, but the price is so affordable. It's literally was made for us growing up and the experience that we've had to be able to afford things like that. That's why people ate instant ramen noodles, because of the fact that it was so cheap. So how do we basically mimic that style, but obviously just make it extremely way more healthier? And that's where we're at now.
Well, I will say, like, honestly, my favorite thing about the noodles is also the fact that it's kind of light. And I don't mean light like you ain't gonna get full, because I hate things that don't make me full. But instant ramen usually makes me feel, or even ramen in general, kind of heavy, right? When you finish broth, you get this feeling of kind of feeling kind of
all the broth.
Yeah, you kind of slow down, you become zombie a little bit. But for Kinjabang Noodles, I know this sounds like this fucking giant commercial right now, but for reals, my favorite thing is the fact that I can eat 2 or 3 or 4, and I don't feel super heavy, and that's
2 or 3 or 4?
Yeah. At the grand opening, at the complex grand opening, I went ham.
So easy. And here's the thing, right? I can tell you about this. When you're eating instant noodles and things are processed, right? Okay, I mean it's very easy. It gets into your body and it stays in there forever. So that's the reason why you feel full, you don't feel good, you feel lethargic and things like that. Our product is air dried, it's not processed, and it goes through you like it's literally like water, which is a great thing because it helps easily for us to digest our food, right? And that's the reason why for us, I speak so highly of the product, because there's so many great attributes of this product that it's so good for your body that people can eat as much as you want and not really, it's basically guilt-free, right?
And that's huge for us because, you know, just coming from like the dance world, the community, just being like, you know, really also trying to have a healthy and athlete kind of lifestyle, plus having Twinjas on the team as well, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of vegans and vegetarians. Yeah, a lot of vegans and vegetarians in our community, so like, being able to key on the fact that this is a plant-based product was like something that was an absolute necessity for us to really kind of dive into that market space. So it was just so beyond convenient, really. It's just kind of ordained, you know what I mean, that we got a chance to work with you at a time when you were really going ham is the wrong word too. You're really going veggie with the plant-based, you know, element of everything you're doing. So I just think that clicked so super well, you know.
Well, yeah, and on top of that too, I know, you know, besides us talking about it so much, you know, like I think for me, I knew that for us to get back and to really do something together, I really wanted to like be a connoisseur of what I'm doing, right? I think it was important for me to feel comfortable to say, hey, I'm an expert at doing this, right? I think, you know, I've done a lot of businesses, man, and I've learned a lot, and I think I've grown. I think we've all grown together, you know, and I think that, you know, I truly want to make sure that whatever that we did for the first time, like you know, it has to be really legit. Yeah. And I really learned everything I could about noodles and how it's made and where it's made and what makes it good, what doesn't make it good, from all the market research, from the quality control, you know, from the food safety regulations. I've learned so much about it to really make sure that the product that we're launching out to the world is not just something that, oh, we're just gonna try it out and have fun with it. Yeah. It's truly something that I really feel that it can be there forever, you know, to really have college kids, for even like, you know, our parents or just your friends and family to really love the product and be with it forever.
And you know, it's like we've also, even with Kinjaz, always tried to find outside of just the dance. We've always, like in our philosophy, we've always used dance and the things that we do as more of a vehicle for us to like get to different places and to experience kind of the different passions in life. So, you know, not just performing and whatnot or like making dance videos. We always wanted to like build studios, host dance competitions, open a clothing shop, you know what I mean? Like put together music and all that stuff. And making food was just something that like we just knew that we were so passionate about, but we didn't really have an entry space to it, you know, because at the end of the day, it's like you don't really meet a lot of food makers in the dance world. But
the irony to that though is that we've had smaller opportunities to collaborate with food entrepreneurs, and nothing ever felt right, and we were so tempted at the time.
Like the failed boba idea.
Yes, we had a boba shop idea. We've had several little ideas that never saw the light of day. And it wasn't until we reconnected with Alex where we're like, dang, this is, because again, with all those other opportunities, we were really tempted to just pull the trigger because we wanted to do it so bad. It was such a big dream of ours. But when we got to talk with Alex, it was like all the stars aligned for real, because we're like, damn, beyond the product, beyond even Alex's experience, our relationship with Alex goes back since, what, 06, right? That's 14 years in the making where, you know, we're not meeting Alex under these pretenses of, yo, this is we got a food meeting and here, let's meet this guy. It's like, yo, Alex, what have you been up to? And then when he's like, yo, I've been killing it with food. And we're like, what? And then, ding, 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 bada boom, all the stars aligned, and we're just so happy that it all worked out in this way. And, you know, again, sorry I cut you off, I just realized.
It's really not that important.
Yeah, man, and look, and big shout out to you guys too, man. I think that a lot of reasons why the product came to where it's at now too, because I got a lot of feedback from you guys. You know, you guys are a big part of the process, and I think that I learned a lot too in regards of like, you know, from you and just to your fans, and like I think what we're expecting for people to want to love about our product, you know, and I think it's exciting that, you know, we truly, genuinely, it's not just, I mean, yeah, it might sound like a long commercial of what it is, but we truly love the product. And I think that that's something that we're excited about, because I can truly eat this every day. This is not just something, oh, I just made it just because, oh, I just want to make you guys happy or whatever it is, or, oh, we're just doing this just because we want to do something. It truly was because of the fact that we truly love the product. And I think that I speak on behalf of not just for us three, but just all the people that was a part of this, you know? We're eating it every day, we're talking about it every day, we're getting excited about who can make what and what kind of dishes we can make, and we're all excited about having different types of competitions, but who can make a better plate. And that's something we're really excited about, man. I think this is the most organic it can get, for sure.
This just feels so, in a really, really cool way. I reflect on, I remember being at the conference table at the Collusive office in like 2010. And at that time, we had performed as On the Black Ops for the very first time at Vibe. And, you know, just remembering the feeling of being like, hey, I guess we're gonna keep doing this thing, so we probably can't just use like a Naruto name to like carry on, you know what I mean? And it was in the Collusive office where us three were sitting at the conference table upstairs in Culver City that we came up with the name Kinjaz. You know, Alex was right there. We wouldn't have this name if it wasn't for you. So to really think about like where that was 10 years ago, and to see us now getting the chance to like even sit here at the complex and speak with you again on such a close level and work with you again on a new project that's still so Kinjaz, like regardless of the product, it's really about the journey and who we do it with. And I'm just so excited to continue this journey with you guys, you know what I mean? That consistency is what makes life so great. So I'm really excited to share the product with everybody, but more importantly, that we can share life together again.
No, and same. I think that to just, you know, add to that, I think that I've said this to you guys before, and I've said this again, man. I think that I'm truly the most proud of the fact that to see you guys grow and to be the leaders in your community. You know, I think there's so many people in the world right now and what they're doing, and I think they've been so inspired by what you guys do, man. I'm inspired. I mean, I want to learn how to, you know, do choreography and things like that, even though, man, it's hard, it's difficult. But I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna take classes. But honestly, just to see you guys grow from where we were when we did Collusive, right? We talked about this, and it's honestly, to me, it's so inspiring. It's because it was a dream that you guys had, but to me, it really means nothing until you guys can really execute. And you guys, what you guys done from literally having this idea, us sitting like this, talking about it, to be where it's at now, and to be sitting in this beautiful, beautiful place and space that you guys call your home, it's fantastic. And I think that I feel honored, I feel excited, you know, and I think that besides just us creating products and way more products to come, it's the fact that truthfully, it's just we get to do it together, right? And I think that, you know, you guys will always be my brothers, you know, and that's what it all means. And I think just for me to do with like, you know, my best friends, to me, it's more important than anything else, for sure.
There it is, y'all.
Hey, love you guys, man.
Yo, easy. Love you guys too, man. I love it all day.
I love you guys. I love you. You get a fan.
You get a fan.
You get some noodles. And there you guys have it. Kinjabang Noodles coming to you guys this fall. Make sure you guys follow all of our socials on IG at Kinjabang Noodles. You can check out kinjabangnoodles.com. 100% plant-based, air-dried, never fried, no preservatives.
Yes.
Hashtag feed the revolution. Kinjabang, y'all. I love raw men.